So it's going with the Google Chrome collaboration um, lesson use. I decided to do a lesson on animation, and I found this really cool tool on Google for the Exquisite Forest, and it explains how the collaboration of the World Wide Web should be in the artist community, and how in the surrealistic time of art they would all work together, and one artist would come up with an idea and then they would branch off, and actual poems were written with one word, and then another artist would write another word, and then another artist would write another word. And there's a YouTube tutorial about it, um, as well as these are the different two sites that I've used. I like the Exquisite Forest. And this is the idea, is that one word starts and then you branch off and branch off and branch off. And as the collaboration goes, it keeps building. Here is a thing. If you click on here, it brings you up to a tutorial on it. And it tells you exactly how it got its start, which I intend to show the students.
Paris, a group of writers and artists called the Surrealists invented the exquisite corpse, a creative exercise in which people compose a sentence, one word at a time, without seeing what had already been written. Now, imagine if you could add alternative words at any point along the line. And then imagine if this spirit of shared creativity was transferred to the web. If we use this as our inspiration, and instead allow people to create short animations, linked together and exploring a specific theme, these animations could take any number of paths, from one beginning to many possible endings. Right here in your web browser, you may contribute to anyone's creation and steer it in any direction you choose. Or start a story of your own.
So my goal is that the students may start, they have to, on the site, you have to go first and make a branch of one of the trees. So they would make a short animation on one of the trees and save it. You can publish it as a URL. And then there's rules and regulations that they put forth for each of the trees. The students will need to make a Gmail account and get all that together. The evolution is the one I chose to do, and is the one that I think would be a good starting place for the students to try. This one here at the evolution tree, the students have to start their animation with an object or thing that starts with the first letter of the last letter of the word previous. So for example, this was mine that followed Tabasco, and this is octopus. And they're not all 8 here, but as you can see, the students get to use an animation program. There's different buttons here for them to use. And going through the, if we go back to here and we hit the forest, start, no, the forest, okay, we want a forest, no, back, I'm sorry, we want the forest. If you go to the forest, you can scroll through all these. This is the evolution one, and if you stick these, here are the guidelines. So here's what I was talking about, bear, then radish, then this is H for horse, and you just click on one of these links, and you could start you can start your add a story to it, and if you click on here, then it loads up. Select where you want to contribute. So you just, it points it and then it loads it up, and when it comes up, you get this really cool image like this, and you get to go through and add the animations, and you have 8 slides. So I think this is a good way for the students to get involved with their animation. There's also I'm going to also go into the history of animation and talk about Snow White and how they used to do the animational drawings and how animation really started. The students would then create a cartoon character and a black and white version and then a color version. And students may want to make a 4-panel color cartoon strip, and if they would like to do that, they could work in as a group for that, or otherwise this is kind of non-collaborative other than the cartoon, which is worldwide collaborative, the 8-panel Exquisite Forest. And then they would be graded on their complete participation.